All right. So let's talk about warm market recruiting. This is exciting because this is an area that our team is strengthening right now, right? Shaq always talks about strengthening a weakness, right, without weakening a strength. So this is something that we're working on within our team. And Eric Davis, who we had, I think 2-3 weeks ago, he talked about how he's not in the cold market. Am I recording? Yes, he's not in a cold market. He said he's never done a cold market appointment. Think about that. To never have to do a cold market appointment, right? That's all Hector Lamarck. Hector Lamarck does not talk about code anything. Now, I'm not saying don't do it because obviously I do code. I do Facebook messages. Um, I prospect people all the time, right? But let's talk about warm market because this is where it's nice. Mute your phones for me. Thank you. Nice, cozy, fun, exciting, energetic, inspiring, encouraging in that warm market. So let's talk about this really fast. Okay. So um, this is the second fundamental. Hector Lamarck has 7 fundamentals that he talks about. Okay. And the second one is master warm market recruiting. He says one common thing all the greats in Primerica have is they are relentless prospectors, always looking for great people to add to their teams and develop them into independent leaders. The absolute best way to prospect first is in your hot, warm, and cool market. The second best place is in the hot, warm, and cool market of a new teammate. The third best place is recruiting as you go, prospecting people you meet throughout your day. Let's talk about this really fast because a lot of the times we say, I don't know anyone, right? I've spoken to everyone. I personally know that I have not spoken to anyone. I have a new market. My daughter is on a new cheerleading team. That's a whole entire new market of parents that I can talk to, right? Although we can't go in the gym, right? It's only the cheerleaders that can go in. It's distant. I mean, it's 6 feet apart, but there are parents there. There are parents on the outside. They stand outside and talk. That's a whole new market, right? Our son is going to college in January. That's a whole new market. Heck, that's some football players that we can recruit, right? Our church, there are new members coming in all the time. That is warm market. We never run out of people to talk to, you all. Warm market prospecting and recruiting is very, very important. Okay, so when we got recruited into Primerica, we had live op meetings, right? Where we'd actually go into the office and Shaq would do an opportunity meeting. Okay, so T came out on a Saturday. He did an interview with Shaq. He sat in a Saturday training just like this in the office. And then he brought myself and my nephew back on Tuesday, right? And all he said was, y'all got to come back with me. I am really excited. And here's the thing. When T called me, you guys, I was negative in my mind. I didn't say anything to him, but I was negative. I'm like, okay, what the heck is this thing? This is a pyramid. This is a scheme, right? You don't even know how to explain it, right? These are all the things that I was thinking in my mind. But here's what he did. He called the people that like him, obviously his wife, and trust him, and then my nephew at the time. We came back, no questions asked. When we came, our mouths were dry. We were very excited about what we just heard. And then that following Tuesday, we brought back 13 people. Could not explain it, but we were so daggum excited, right? There was hope. There was encouragement that we brought both of my sisters, my cousins, my nephews, their girlfriends, a couple of their friends, right? People that we hung around with, we brought them back. That is the most important thing about your warm market. If you don't have people that will just hear you out and listen to you all, that's a problem. That's the greatest thing about the warm market. And here's the thing about all of those people that came out, all of them are clients. Half of them got a license. Now they all quit, but they all did it. It wasn't my fault that they quit. They some quitters, right? But they all are clients to this day. Life insurance and investments, all of them are clients. And guess what? They continue to send me people as well. That's your warm market, right? So I like that picture right there because that's what happens. It starts to multiply, right? You get 1, you get 4, you get 5, you get 10, you get 15, you get 20. That's how it works. And we have to focus on that. That's why warm market recruiting is so important. Think about that. Your hot, warm, and cool market, right? And then T recruits me. And then I go in my hot, warm, and cool market. Then we recruit my nephew, Andre. We go in his hot, warm, and cool market, and so on and so on and so on. That's a big deal, right? Don't let people tell you they don't know anyone. Even if it's not hot, it may be cool, right? It may not be burning hot. It may not be broiling, but it may be cool. That's still their warm market, okay? So we really got to give back to this, because oftentimes new people come in, they say, what do I have to send out a Facebook message? What do I say to send on to Instagram? How do I prospect people? What do I say to walk up to them? No. How about this? How about you get in your phone? How about you go in your household? How about you talk to your family and friends? That's where it's at. And it sucks because oftentimes most people prefer to talk to people they don't know versus people they do know. And I believe that has to do with credibility, right? Credibility is very, very important. All right. So successful recruiting solves everything. Most importantly, more places to go, leadership, competition within your team creates that massive passive income we want. Freedom, time, and money eliminates having a boss and duplication. All right. Here's the thing, you all. We have been able to recruit to get off a job, right? So we're not where we want to be, but we ain't working no job neither. I could not stand working a job. I hated the fact that I had to clock in. I hated the fact that I had to ask a grown man or a grown woman, can I take off to take my son to the doctor? I hated the fact that I had to ask a grown man or a grown woman, can I take a vacation to go see my parents on the West Coast? I hated it. So recruiting allows you to have a little more freedom. T and Shay have a little more freedom. We ain't got the Shaq freedom. We got a little bit of more freedom, right? That's exciting to know that successful recruiting allows you to have that freedom, right? What is Shaq doing? He's adding on to his home. He's with his parents every single day. He's with his children every single day. He does a couple of meetings throughout the week. And that's what successful recruiting has allowed him to do. Not just recruiting, you are not just throwing people up against the wall, hoping that something will happen. We're talking about successful recruiting, people that you bring into your team that will create competition, right? That will create that time and that money that we want, that will eliminate having a boss. This is what we tell Shaq. We got a job without a boss right now. That's what T and Shay have. But one day soon, TBIA, the best is ahead. One day soon, we're going to have what Shaq has. Think about that. We all, mute your phones, please. We all have the opportunity to have what Shaq has by successful recruiting through warm market recruiting. Again, this doesn't mean don't do code, but I'm just saying, Eric Davis, 10 years, getting ready to go over a meal ticket, getting ready to hit that milestone in 10 years. February 2010, not one single cold market appointment this man has done. They teach warm market successful recruiting, getting in your hot, warm, and cold market, hot, warm, and cool market, right? Extracting names and numbers from people you know. It's not who you know, it's who you know knows. That would be your warm, right? Your cool market. That's important. We want to bring people into our team that will create that competition, right? Throughout the hierarchy, we got competition, right? Shaq has a business where he's done successful recruiting that when we do top turnout on Saturday, right? It's competition. I'm texting teammates through successful recruiting. We got the top turnout going on. That's a leadership award. Warm market recruiting will allow you to have that big team, you all. It starts with that credibility. So let's talk about this, right? Warm market, anyone you know that likes you and trusts you. This is huge. This is huge because people like and trust T and Shay within our family. They all came back with us that following Tuesday. We don't know what the heck it is, but y'all are so daggone excited. We're going to go check it out. Had never heard any of these concepts, right? That's huge. Natural market. People you have things in common with, hobbies, occupation, school. This is your natural market. These are people we talk to every day. It may not be for you, but you may know someone that it may be for. That's your natural market. What are your hobbies? Do you go to the gym? Do you bowl? I know we're in this crazy pandemic, but you get what I'm saying, right? Who did you go to school with? Your jobs. People don't like their jobs. Are you talking to them about it? Referral market. Quality introductions are the lifeblood of the business. My family members, who are no longer in the business, they still send me referrals to this day. Still, that's huge. My cousin just hit me up yesterday. Someone posted on Facebook, I need to learn what to do, what I need to do to get a wheel. My cousin, boom, tag me in the message, right? Shay, reach out to this person. This is their name and number. I told them you will be giving them a call. That's a referral. My cousin is a client. She was a recruit. She has life insurance and investments with us. She's in California, right? That's another referral. New associates warm market. This is big, right? Donald and Jam are going to talk about this. That is important, you all. That's how you continue to grow. Recruiting should be like, and I hate to use this example, but this is the example that has always stuck in my mind about cancer, right? They say when they cut you open and when someone has cancer, they can see how it multiplies within your body under your organs. Think about that. I still remember the doctor telling me that about my mom. They said when they went under her appendix, it had multiplied underneath her appendix. Think about that. That's how our recruiting should be. It should be organic. It should not be stagnant, T and Shay. I'm talking to myself, right? It should not be stagnant. It should be growing organically like a child. When you have a baby and they're healthy and they're getting fed, right? And they're getting their proteins and nutrients, he or she grows organically. It's normal. If that baby is not normal, something is wrong. The same thing with our business. If it's not natural, if it's not multiplying, there's something wrong. And when we recruit people, that should be happening within teams and then teams and then teams and then teams. This thing should be going. It should be growing without us even knowing who we have on our team. Shaq probably doesn't know half the people that we have on our team, the new people, because of how organic his business is, right? That's what we all want. So warm market, natural market, referral market, and new associates warm market. This is something we all must master. And I know for a fact our businesses will change through this. Getting feedback from somebody. All right. Warm market recruiting, inactive teammates, stay in touch with them. Those who love Primerica, but timing isn't right. Peter Tran, this is how we got him back in the business, right? So Peter had quit. We had got back in contact with him on Facebook. For those of you that know Peter and Tia, we re-recruited him. We had been in contact with him. We fell off with him. We reached back out to him on Facebook. He has sent us referrals and he ended up joining the business, getting back in the business. Now here he is. He was a replacement leg to Shaq. Centers of influence, coaches, pastors, business owners, right? T got a $600,000 rollover from a coach that he coaches with. It just got another, I believe, was $50,000 rollover from the same coach several years later. Our pastor, our bishop, allowed us to do a seminar in our church. This is before we even joined the church. We went to him and asked him, would he do us a favor? He already had known of Primerica. Think about that. Centers of influence, coaches, pastors, business owners, high school and college folks. I have a girlfriend in California. She's been my friend for over 25 years, been knowing her since I was 14. She is a client. Her boyfriend just recently lost his brother, right? Because of that, we've gotten 4 clients from that. She is the client, investments and life insurance, right? She's a high school friend. I've been knowing her forever. She continuously sends me new names and new contacts. Facebook, social media handles, locate past friends. Everybody pretty much has social media. I don't know how much you use it, but pretty much everybody has social media. You can find old classmates. You can find old friends. You can find old coworkers, right? There's a group of my elementary school that I just found out about. I went on there. All of my elementary school classmates are on there, right? So this is important. We've got to create ways and figure out ways how to get back in our warm market and get excited about talking to people that we know that are in our warm market. All right, so I'm gonna bring up Donald and Jam. They're gonna talk about, hold on one second. They're gonna talk about taprooting. I'm excited about this because Donald and Jam has figured out a way to extract those names and numbers from their teammates, and they're doing a phenomenal job. All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
All right, it's on you.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to be talking about one of my now favorite things to do, which is taprooting. Now, why is it one of my favorite things to do? Because this is a building technique. that can be used when you're talking about building or super hierarchy. So many times, people who join the business, they focus all their energy basically on those first couple of recruits, right? That they get into the business. That was me. And they don't recognize and they don't realize that the person that you immediately bring into the business, guess what? That person's not going to build this business like you want them to, right? So what you may have to do is you're going to have to go through the person that actually go through the person to find an individual that's actually going to do it big. And how do you do that? Is through taprooting, right? Now, when it comes to building a technique that helps you build your team and business faster and stronger, right? And you want to do that very quickly. So the whole process of taprooting, you guys, is that so you can get more people into your business at a faster pace. That is it. So the compounding of recruiting. So this is where some people miss it. This was me, right? They work all that time to get an initial recruit and then they stop just like that, right? So you don't want to stop. Once you've taprooted and once you've found the leader within that leader will continue to recruit and train and develop teams while you build on certain areas or other areas. Right. So you work within that team and you work with the most serious people by taprooting, and you're able to generate enough energy and synergy in your business, which is going to lead to momentum. Shay always talks about Big Mo. She calls it Big Mo. Momentum is your friend. So compounding recruits leads to an explosion, right? And you want to have a sense of urgency, right? As soon as you get a recruit, you want to get a recruit under them as fast as possible. The more exposure that you give that person that you bring into the business, guess what? They start saying, oh, wow, this actually works. They start realizing this actually works, right? And they start seeing that you're doing exactly what it is that you said you was going to do. You said you was going to build them a business, build them a team. You've got them a team already, right? Donald?
Yes. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Good. All right. Let's go to the next slide.
Go ahead, Shay.
Okay, so taprooting. This is the whole basis of taprooting. Yeah, Shaya, one thing I want to say is like when you're on a team and you're connected with your coaches, you get the same type feel. It's a lot of times like that top turner got me turned up right now. Gotta get these
right.
So definitely that's an important task to do. But as far as taprooting, a recruit is not a recruit until he or she gets a recruit. That's a known Primerica saying. So when you get someone on your team, your objective is to get them a teammate as soon as possible. You want to make sure that you have someone under them, so that will give them even more of an incentive to work and actually do the business because they brought someone on under them. So getting someone a recruit as soon as possible is a focus that we have. And one recruit driving four deep, that should be your focus. So taprooting is just taking that one person you got and building underneath them. So four is the main focus that we have, because it's a saying that that fourth one will be your superstar, because a lot of people you know tend to not stick around. That's just the numbers. But if you continue to build under that one recruit, you'll find someone that will be a fireball, like Jim likes to say, and that can drive that whole leg to continue to produce and go through the process of learning this business. And just run this process over and over. For each person that you bring in, make sure you're focused on getting them results as fast as possible with driving deep and taprooting. Because recruiting and training wide and deep is building by multiplication. So when we say wide and deep, that means you want to get directs coming directly from you. And then you want to get deep with those directs to where you can multiply and have other teams building within your own organization and allowing them to see that they are in a leadership position as well by the people you're bringing under them. And a great field trainer is not someone who just makes sales. A great field trainer is someone who also helps their new associates build a team. So you want to be both sides of the board focused, not just through recruiting, but you also want to be making sure they're getting new teammates so that they can see the whole dynamics of the business. And tap rooting ensures that you'll always have people to work with within that leg. So by you having these people under the people that you're directly bringing into, just in case that primary person doesn't stick around, you have other people to work with in order to continue to grow your business, um, create new leaders within your organization, and allow them to duplicate that process.
So these are some of the benefits of taprooting. Builds excitement. For your new recruit is excited. It motivates them to stick with it, to stick around. And he or she, guess what? Now they're seeing that they have a team. They're seeing that it's growing. So he or she, guess what? They have people underneath them. So for example, if I recruit Donald, and it's actually a win-win for all trainers, because if I recruit Donald and I taproot with Donald and I have about 4 or 5 people underneath him, if Donald decides to quit, guess what? That leg now goes up to me. So it's really a win-win. So as trainers, we're actually excited as well while we're taprooting.
Right. And it increases your KTs because you being the trainer, that primary recruit that you got isn't eligible to go out and train as of yet. So you're going to be training your new recruits um, that you got for your your teammate. So that increases your KT count because you want to be able to show them the business fast. So you must set appointments. If you're not on appointments, then you're not in the business. So that's going to increase you going out and training new teammates and also helping more families and recruiting more people as well because you can recruit across the KT.
Absolutely. And also increases your income, right? Which falls into KT. So with KTs lead to income. Mind you, now you're training these individuals. So imagine within a week, if you taprooted, right, and you've gotten like 6 new people and you set up 7 KTs for each person, that's about 42 KTs for the week. 50% rule, guess what? You'll go on 21. You'll close about 13 and you recruit about 5. So it definitely increases your income.
Right. And then it increases the number of people accountable to you. The more people that's accountable to you, the more of a leader you have to be because these new people are coming in and they want to see this business works. They put their money in and they want to get some results out of their investment. So by having more accountability, it allows you to grow as a leader and it also gives you the mindset to help these people that's coming in become leaders in this business as well, just like you've grown over the course of time.
Mm-hmm. And you're also able to build in a new market. So taprooting allows you guys to tap into markets that you probably would have never tapped into, right? For example, if you recruited somebody that's whole family is full of doctors and nurses, that's a whole new market you've tapped into. If you recruited somebody that has teachers, that's a whole nother market. Hairstylists, that's a whole nother market. So it allows you, you get excited. And honestly, you guys, taprooting should be fun. If you're taprooting and it's not fun for you, you're not doing it right, right? Because you're getting into these new available qualified markets. And that's fun because you're building your team at that point.
Right. And then it creates overlapping leaders because this is a leadership business. Like I said before, as you hear the promotions that we give out in our company, it's a leader behind it, district leader, division leader, regional leader. All of these are leadership roles. And when you're taprooting, that's just more and more and more people you get to influence to become leaders that will grow your business, grow your income, grow your overrides. Because those people that you're training and allowing that overlapping of leadership to come in, that increases your income.
Exactly. So we have different resources to introduce the opportunity to people, one being the one-on-one. So me and Donna, we're going to role play a little bit. Donna, you ready?
Sure.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello,
Hi, hello. May I please speak to Donald, please?
this is Donald.
Hi, Donald. How are you?
I'm great.
That's good. My name is Jimmy Kume, district leader. I'm actually calling in reference to Gabrielle. She sent you a text message saying that I will be reaching out to you. Did you receive that text message by any chance?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. Do you have a few minutes to speak? I know you're pretty busy, so I'm going to be very brief.
Sure, I have a few.
Okay, awesome. So Gabrielle just started working with my company online part-time, and we are in the expansion phase. And I asked her who else she knew that was somewhat of a go-getter, had great character, and that was also money motivated as well. And she thought of you. Did I hear correct?
Yes, you did.
Okay, awesome. So before I go any further, Donald, it's safe to assume that you are keeping your options open to earn additional income, correct?
Yes, always.
Okay, great. So what I want to do, oh, by the way, Donald, so what do you do right now for work?
Well, I work for Chipotle.
You work for Chipotle.
Hmm.
Awesome. And how long have you been working for Chipotle?
About a year and a half now.
A year and a half now. Okay, so do you see yourself retiring there?
No, it's just a job for the time being.
It's your job for the time being. Okay, awesome. So what I want to do is set up a one-on-one with you where I can give you more information about what we're looking for and the types of positions that we have offered. So looking at my schedule right now, Donald, I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday available for this week. What day works best out of those days?
Tuesday would be good.
Tuesday? Okay, awesome. So are you more of like a morning person or evening, afternoon person?
More of a like a afternoon,
Like an afternoon
evening person.
person?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Also, like you said, like 1 o'clock. Can we do either 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock?
Let's do 3.
Either 3 o'clock. Okay, awesome. So we will be meeting on a web conferencing app called Zoom. Are you familiar with Zoom? You know, everybody's been using Zoom nowadays.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm familiar
Okay,
with it.
perfect, perfect. Is this your direct line, by the way?
Yes, this is.
Okay, awesome. So I will send you my Zoom information, the meeting ID and passcode. Please respond once you receive my text. Also, Donald, during our one-on-one, make sure you're not at a place where there's a lot of noise, a lot of moving around, or even in a car. It will be somewhat interactive, and I will need your uninvited attention. Is that fair enough?
Sure.
Okay, great. So thank you so much for taking my call, Donald, and I look forward to our meeting on Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Have a blessed day.
You as well.
Okay.
So that's one way you can, you know, utilize building your team. This way that we're going to go over right now is more towards what we're leaning in our team. And it's so many different ways you can grow your business as of right now. You just have to utilize all the different avenues. So we utilize Shaq's webinar, we utilize our Thursday op meeting, and also our Tuesday wealth Zoom. So we're very excited about our Thursday and Tuesday uh, live Zooms. We have one every Thursday on our team where me and Jam, we go through our story a little bit. We have music. We give out a cash raffle prize. We also highlight some of our teammates, and we just give them a breakdown of what this opportunity can be for them and what it's done for us. So we're very excited about growing that. We've gotten a lot of results off of it. We've gotten teammates, we've gotten appointments, and people are excited about winning some money. So we want to continue to grow that. Our team, people that's on there, we are very focused on getting as many people on that each week. And then also our wealth Zoom with T and Shay, they do this every couple weeks, and we're very excited about this as well because it's breaking down, merging that racial wealth gap and just educating our people on how to utilize the services we provide and understand how to transfer wealth. So we're very excited about that as well. And with the webinar that Shaq does, it's also beneficial because you can just give them a nice rundown of what they can expect and what we're about. So we're going to go through a little role playing on how I would get someone to get on Shaq's webinar, and this is very beneficial. So you ready, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hi, can I speak with Jim Ali?
This is she. May I ask who's speaking?
Great. This is Donald Mason. I'm calling in regards to an opportunity that my business partner Tiffany mentioned to you about. Did you receive the three-way text?
Yeah, I received it.
Great. Tiffany told me you were keeping your options open for bigger and better opportunities and that you were very money motivated.